10 behaviors that quietly destroy your respect. There are 10 behaviors you do every single day. They feel completely normal. They feel polite. They feel safe. They feel like the right way to be a good person. And they are quietly, systematically destroying every ounce of respect people have for you. You've felt it. You walk into a room and people don't look at you the same way they look at others. Your opinions get dismissed faster. Your boundaries get tested more often. Your time gets taken for granted. Your word carries less weight, and you can't quite put your finger on why. Everyone else seems to command respect without even trying. But you're doing everything right and still ending up overlooked, interrupted, used, and forgotten. What if the problem isn't them? What if it's these 10 invisible behaviors you've been taught are virtues? Machiavelli spent his life watching princes, generals, and powerful men rise and fall. He didn't study battles. He studied behavior. He noticed that the men who lost respect didn't lose it in one dramatic moment. They bled it out slowly, one small, harmless action at a time, until one day nobody feared them, nobody listened to them, and nobody respected them. This video is going to make you uncomfortable, because I'm about to name the exact behaviors you're guilty of right now. Behaviors that feel like kindness, humility, and good manners on the surface, but are actually silent assassins of your respect. I'm not here to shame you. I'm here to arm you. If you keep doing these 10 things, you will keep wondering why people don't respect you. But if you finally see them for what they are and stop them cold, something shifts. People start treating you differently. They start listening. They start hesitating before they cross you. They start valuing your time, your word, and your presence. The first 5 behaviors are the ones that destroy your respect in everyday conversations and relationships. Now, behavior number 1, constantly apologizing when you're not wrong. You say sorry 30 times a day. Sorry I'm late by 2 minutes. Sorry for having an opinion. Sorry for taking up space. Sorry for existing. You were taught that apologizing makes you polite, humble, and likable. Society loves a person who says sorry first, but watch what actually happens. Every unnecessary apology is a public announcement that you believe you've done something wrong, even when you haven't. It trains people to see you as someone who is always slightly in the wrong, always slightly beneath them, always slightly at fault. The moment you apologize for breathing, you give away a piece of your dignity. And people collect those pieces. They start expecting you to apologize for everything. They start treating your boundaries like suggestions. They start walking all over you because you've already told them you're the kind of person who says sorry when they step on you. Here's what nobody told you about over-apologizing. It's not humility. It's self-erasure. Machiavelli wrote that men judge generally more by the eye than by the hand. People don't remember what you actually did. They remember the image you project, and the image you project when you apologize for nothing is weakness. The person who commands respect almost never apologizes unless they have genuinely done something that demands it. They don't dilute their power with constant sorries. They own their space, they own their words, they own their presence. Next time you catch yourself about to say sorry for something that isn't your fault, stop, say nothing. Or say that's how it is. Watch how fast the dynamic changes when you refuse to apologize for existing. That's behavior number 1, quietly destroying your respect one unnecessary sorry at a time. Behavior number 2, desperately seeking validation and approval from everyone. You post something and check the likes every 30 seconds. You share an idea and immediately look around the room to see if anyone nods. You make a decision and then ask 10 people if they think it's okay. You call it being open-minded. You call it being collaborative. You call it being humble. It's none of those things. It's addiction. Every time you fish for approval, you hand over the remote control of your self-worth to whoever is watching. You tell them without saying a word that their opinion matters more than your own judgment. And once people know your self-worth is in their hands, they will use it against you. They will withhold approval when they want you to chase harder. They will give you just enough crumbs to keep you hooked. They will make you dance. Here's what nobody told you about seeking validation. The moment you need everyone's approval, you lose the respect of everyone who matters. Powerful people don't ask for approval. They announce their decision and let the world react. The respect comes from the certainty, not from the consensus. Machiavelli understood that appearing indecisive or needy is fatal. A prince who constantly looks to others for validation signals that he does not trust himself. And if he doesn't trust himself, why should anyone else trust him? Stop asking, "What do you think?" Start saying, "This is what I'm doing." The silence after that statement is where respect is born. That's behavior number 2. Behavior number 3, being too available, replying instantly to everyone every time. You answer texts in under 5 seconds. You pick up every call. You reply to every message, comment, and request immediately. You think it makes you responsive and reliable. It actually makes you cheap. Scarcity creates value. When you are always available, you become background noise. Your time stops being precious. People start assuming they can have it whenever they want. They stop respecting it. They stop respecting you. Think about the people you respect the most. Do they reply to you instantly? No, they reply when it suits them. And that slight delay makes their response feel valuable. It makes you feel lucky they replied at all. Here's what nobody told you about being too available. Every instant reply is a confession that your time is not valuable. Machiavelli advised rulers to make themselves scarce at times so that when they do appear, their presence carries weight. The same principle applies to you. When you are always there, you become invisible. When you become selective with your attention, people start competing for it. Put your phone on silent, delay your replies, make people wait, not out of rudeness, out of self-respect. Watch how fast their tone changes when they finally hear from you. Behavior number 4, oversharing personal information and weaknesses. You tell people your fears, your insecurities, your past mistakes, your financial struggles, your relationship problems, all within the first few conversations. You think it builds connection, it builds ammunition. Every piece of personal information you volunteer is a weapon you hand to someone else. And people are not as kind as you think. When the relationship shifts, when they need leverage, when they get angry, when they want to win, they will use exactly what you gave them. The person who commands respect reveals almost nothing. They let others talk, they listen, they observe, they keep their weaknesses guarded like state secrets. Here's what nobody told you about oversharing. Vulnerability without power is just exposure. Machiavelli was crystal clear. Never let people know your real weaknesses. Appear as you wish to be seen. The moment you show the cracks, people start looking for ways to break you further. Stop treating everyone like a therapist. Keep your mouth shut about the things that can be used against you. Respect grows in the space where mystery lives. Behavior number 4. Behavior number 5, avoiding confrontation and never enforcing boundaries. Someone disrespects you. They take your time, they cross a line, they speak to you in a tone you would never accept from yourself, and you say nothing, you smile, you change the subject, you tell yourself it's not that deep. You call it keeping the peace. It's actually surrendering your dignity. Every time you let someone cross your boundary without consequence, you teach them that your boundaries are imaginary. You train them to disrespect you more next time. And the people watching learn the same lesson. This person can be walked over. Respect is not given, it is enforced. Here's what nobody told you about avoiding confrontation. Silence is not peace, it's permission. Machiavelli wrote that if you need to injure someone, do it in such a way that you do not have to fear their vengeance. The same logic applies in reverse. If someone injures your respect, you must respond in a way that makes them fear doing it again. Not with rage, with calm, immediate, unmistakable enforcement. You don't have to scream. You just have to say clearly and without apology, "That's not how you speak to me," or "I don't work like that," or "No," and then hold the line. The moment you start enforcing boundaries, even small ones, the entire room feels the shift. People who used to walk all over you suddenly start hesitating. That hesitation is respect. Behavior number 5.